Orgnar, this is it. The inn is yours. I'm probably never coming back here.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Take care of yourself, Orgnar. Goodbye.
Yeah, sure. You too, Delphine. You be safe.
Well, I'm approaching the Karthspire, and we have a dragon. Whoa! Yeah, this is a lot tougher than Saratar. Although, having technically 6 followers, if you include Delphine and Esben, makes it a bit, simpler than it might otherwise be. Oh, I'm hitting it. I am hitting it. Come on.
Who's there?
Oh, what was that? Elder Dragon. I hope I can carry all this. Yeah, I'm fine. But what's up here? Where was I going exactly? I suppose I should try and get a nice view. Ah, this will be the Dragon Land, where this dragon was buried. Ooh. We have some sort of camp, don't we? I think I want to sneak up from this side, because they won't expect someone to come from over here. I'm assuming that's where I'm going. I seem to be quite well... Whoa! Whoa! Guys? I can't see what I'm doing, but these guys are tough. No arrows. What? Oh, let's go with Orcish. We have a hostile frost Atronach. Esben! I can't tell where you're shooting, so... There we go. Nice. We have Hagraven Flow and feathers and a small pearl. Anything over here? Any more? No? Ooh, a dead giant now. Yeah, I know those guys are still fighting over there. I should probably focus on that, shouldn't I? And perhaps also dismiss some followers, because I'm feeling a little powerful at the moment. Ebony arrows? Ebony bow! Ooh! I may as well. That's gonna be better than my glass bow, although it's not enchanted, so... Sure. bit closer than I really needed to get, but I was trying to avoid hitting Delphine. I think we have more. Okay, nicely done. Are we done here?
Who's there?
I don't see where you're looking. Okay. Anything over here? Cast by camp discovered. Nice. This is just where they live then. Okay. Completely standard iron greatsword. Let's get into the Carspire then and find this Skyhaven temple you were talking about. Up here, I take it.
Khajiit got your back.
Yes, glad to hear it, but let's not just charge in.
That's the way you want it.
Esben! Okay, Briarheart. Ice raised teeth, potion to resist fire, dwarven dagger I will take. Surprisingly dark in here. Thistle branch, frost salt, void salts. We've got all sorts of fancy ingredients here. Not to mention that briar heart. I see a chest. Ah! I thought I'd hotkey those. Although maybe I don't need them. Well? Esben, what do you have to say about this?
We must be getting close. We should proceed cautiously.
We'd best be careful.
This looks promising.
If anyone...
I'm right behind her.
Guys?
We've got to get...
No, that was...
These pyramids must have something to do with it.
Well, can you wait back here, please, so you don't get in the way?
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for Dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
Like that one. So, do we turn these until we get the
That's
Dragonborn
the
symbol?
symbol on the middle pillar.
It worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
So, follow the Dragonborn symbols. Simple enough. Ooh. I'm assuming these are trapped somehow. Okay. This is safe now, right? And that bridge came down. What? Oh, you're just saying carry on. Okay. Skyhaven Temple discovered. We have a chest as well. Amulet of Julianus, glass sword, gold ring, Asparagus, healing. So what's this about?
Wonder, remarkably well preserved.
Okay, but what do we do?
Here's the blood seal No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered Reman Cyrodiil?
So, you mean...
This whole place appears to be a shrine. It ended with the early invasion on the mysterious.
Okay.
You should have the honor of being the first to see it.
There's no telling what we might find inside.
Indeed. So you have various carvings on the walls.
Fascinating. Original Akaviri bas-reliefs, almost entirely intact. Amazing. You can see how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
We're here for Alduin's wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead.
A big cave. A big table. Is this Alduin's wall?
Here it is. Alduin's wall, so well preserved. I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Akaviri sculpture and relief.
Oh, so it was second era. Much more recent than I imagined.
Yes, yes. Let's see what we have.
Care to interpret?
Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Toms, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. Have you ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
No, I haven't.
I was afraid you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice.
What do you have against the Greybeards?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
Don't worry, I'm not afraid of my own power. But they do have a point. It can be dangerous.
Good. The Greybeards can teach you a lot, but don't let them turn you away from your destiny. You're Dragonborn, and you're the only one who can stop Alduin. Don't forget it.
I'd better go and see what Ongai knows about this shout then.
Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here,
And
in the
you.
third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the blades. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history. I know the prophecy by heart. Once all blades knew it, when misrule takes its place at the 8 corners of the world. When the brass tower rocks and time is reshaped, when the thrice blessed fail and the red tower trembles, when the Dragonborn ruler loses his throne and the white tower falls, when the snow tower lies sundered, kingless, bleeding, the World Eater wakes, and the wheel turns upon the last Dragonborn.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna look around some more. See what the old blades left for us.
Yes, yes, that's an excellent idea. Who knows what other lost treasures we might discover.
Well, I'd better get moving. Well, I'm approaching High Hrothgar in the darkness. It really is dark, but look at that aurora. I mean, really. Anyway, in we go. Looking for Ongar. I mean, it's night time, so they're probably asleep. I believe they sleep along here. Maybe not. Ongar.
Wind, guide you.
Have you located any words of power?
We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found.
Fulgenthur, I'm not sure where that is. But I need to learn the shout used to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
It was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
The Blades are helping me. I'm not their puppet.
No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have.
So, can you teach me this shout?
No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice.
I thought you knew all the words of power.
But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you.
But if the shout is lost, how can I defeat Alduin?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Who is Paarthurnax?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
So, why haven't I met him yet?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
So how do I get up there to see him?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Okay. Am I just following you now? Where are we going? Up there, I take it. Is it getting lighter? I don't actually know what time it was, but it was almost pitch black at the bottom of the mountain. So I think it is getting lighter. Morning must be arriving. Great time to climb a mountain. Morning. Although I don't like the looks of that. Looks very cold.
The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Okay.
Look.
Khajiit got your back.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Okay. Thanks. So, what do we have? Clear skies. I really should spend some of my dragon souls. Ah. I think it's best to stay on foot rather than taking Shadow Mere any further. We have silver. Okay, let's move on. It's really dark in these little clouds. Bridge? It's a long way down. A dead goat. Okay. Can I soul trap you? Failed to capture lesser soul. Okay. Sound like a troll. Okay, nice. Another dead goat. Continuing on up, I guess. Yeah, morning has definitely arrived. Guys, you keeping up? Hide shield. How tall is this mountain? I mean, it's supposed to be the tallest mountain on Tamriel, I believe. This path doesn't look very well travelled at all. I suppose only the Greybeards would come up here, and didn't our guy say he's not been up here for a long time? Ooh.
Look!
Okay. I think we're here. Whoa! It's not attacking.
Greetings, Wunderneek. I am Paarthurnax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strulmach, my mountain?
You're the master of the Greybeards?
They see me as master. Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
I need to learn the Dragonrend shout so I can defeat Alduin. Can you teach me?
Drem. Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first.
And that's you.
Hear my thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here, if not for Tinvak?
So...
A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do.
Thanks.
Now, show me what you can do. Greet me, not as elf, but as Dova.
Okay.
Yes, Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind.
Khajiit got your back.
Okay.
So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dovahsos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
Can you teach me the Dragonrend shout?
I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
How did you know I came for Dragonrend?
Alduin Comate Teed. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, Our minds cannot even comprehend its concepts.
How can I learn it then?
Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
I like this world. I don't want it to end.
Hrothgar, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokeen? Would you stop the next world from being born?
The next world will have to take care of itself.
Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World?
Not really. I suppose you're hiding out here? Do dragons like mountains?
True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated.
Using the Dragonrend shout, right?
Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Are you saying the ancient Nords cast Alduin forward in time?
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
So how does any of this help me?
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
As it happens, I already have the Elder Scroll. I had to retrieve it some time ago for a prophecy about vampires.
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll. Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then. Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Okay. I'm assuming that's this thing then. What was that? Oh, just you landing. Fair enough. In which case... Elder Scroll. Let's go.
Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krithwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
So these are the ancient Nords who fought Alduin? And the dragon just passed you.
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
Battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone.
None have yet stood against Alduin himself. Golfor, Sori, Birka.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise. I hadn't.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need
we will
it.
deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
Okay.
So be it.
So Dragonrend weakens Alduin, but can't defeat him.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
Joseph. how they fought Alduin. Well, that didn't go well. One down. So he uses the scroll.
Grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. Alduin, we shout you out from all our endings unto the last.
And they cast him forward in time.
Are banished. Work. Did it. Yes. The World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
She returns in the present. Whoa!
Celestial, my belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin.
Sure.
Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde. Oh! Too late, Alduin.
Well, come on then.
Paarthurnax. My power has waxed, while yours has
I can't keep this up for very long. I don't have that much magic.
weapons of my ancient foes.
Oh, really?
Please know, Dovahkiin, you have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else.
Oh, really?
You prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
I'm not having any effect. I can't shed. Not ready. Okay, I think he's gone. So, Paarthurnax. What now? Can I have a word?
Lot Kongrach, you truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory.
It wasn't really a victory since Alduin escaped.
Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Krongra victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle. Alduin always was Paarthurnax, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him.
So, I need to find out where Alduin went then, I suppose.
Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, hmm?
The Earl of Whiterun might not think so.
Yes, but your Soom is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need.
So, Dragon's Reach was built to hold a dragon?
Yes. This was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkossayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since.
I see. And you've been up here alone for however many thousands of years? How often do people visit you? Do people come to train?
I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me.
You meditate on the words? How?
Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol.
Fus is force. Faim I'm vaguely familiar with, but I haven't learnt it. Yol is fire. I think I would say Fus.
It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back.
Okay. Thanks for that. I guess I'll be going then. Yol's to sea and all that.
Sum Ark Mora.
Also, I'd like to get down the mountain before I freeze to death. It seems to be going dark again. So I'm here in Whiterun, ready to talk to the Jarl. I've been doing some crafting and trading, and I leveled up. Now, I think I've got enough health to be going on with, I think. 250 is a nice number as well, so I'm just going to take Magicka. The question is where to put the perk. Because the thing is, with archery, there really isn't much more I can take. I mean, I could go with Hunter's Discipline, but I don't particularly want it at the moment. If I move around... Restoration. Again, there's definitely stuff I could take, but I don't think it's particularly useful. And then Destruction. Again, there are perks I could take, but I don't really want them or use them. Or use spells which are affected by them, rather. And Conjuration, I could invest perks into summoning or whatever, but I'm not sure I do it enough to warrant spending a perk. It's more of a hobby than anything. Most of my Conjuration experience is from Soul Traps. And then Illusion, I'm actually quite close to being able to take Adept Illusion, but will I use any Adept Illusion spells? Probably not. And so... and then Sneak. I mean, I'll probably take the 5th rank of Stealth when I get there, but that's still a way off. And I don't really want any of the other perks. But what I was thinking was, I don't take damage very often, but when I do, it's usually pretty severe, because the armor I'm wearing has good enchantments which I like, but it's not particularly protective. So I'm thinking, take a rank in Agile Defender from Light Armor. And so I'll be a little better protected. And then next time I could take either the 2nd rank or Custom Fits and see how it goes from there. But for
This
now,
must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
I should go and talk to the Jarl and ask him if I can capture a dragon in his palace. I wonder what he'll think of that.